Hello, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking a very underrated team that's in the NBA and that are dominating the NBA as well.
Hey, 2021, I've been a little lazy. 2022, I'm popping out crazy. Joy to the world, joy to the fam. We cook up on Christmas, we going ham. We don't need no Santa, we worship the Lamb. The earth is the Lord, we taking the land. Joy to the world, Jesus was born. He died on the cross, the veil was torn. He rose from the grave, he settled the score. Call on his name, he got blessings.
Now let's talk about the Minnesota Timberwolves, which is something that I didn't think that I would say. After recording this video, the Minnesota Timberwolves are currently first in the West, which is, yes, they're first in the West, with a record of 22-6. Now, this Timberwolves team has done things differently than they did last season, as I made a video and I was talking about the Timberwolves trade, and I was talking about them in the midseason report as well. In the video, I deliberately described about why this team was losing, as some of the reasons why it was losing was because the play of Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns, as just didn't coexist with each other, and them not coexisting caused some things to happen. So those things that happened caused this team to not play as good last season. But this season has made a complete turnaround, and that's also due to the play of Anthony Edwards. Now, Anthony Edwards is one of my favorite players in the NBA, and he's just amazing at certain things he's able to do. Now, Anthony Edwards was very lacking in his ability, not his ability to score, but his ability to constantly create, as he knew how to get to the rim, he knew how to drive, and he also knew how to get to a certain spot. But there's also sometimes where he couldn't able to create certain opportunities for himself. And this season he's done it. So far this season, Anthony Edwards has averaged 25.2 points, 5.3 assists, 1.4 steals on 45, 30, 37, 86 splits. And that's good for Anthony Edwards, as Anthony Edwards, I believe, is the best player on this team and is the promising future for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Now, what has helped Minnesota Timberwolves so much is this: their startup so far. Before I get into my reasoning, their startup includes Mike Conley, Kyle Anderson, Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert, and Jaden McDaniels. Now, what has helped this team so much? Karl Anthony Towns was awesome at starting up, but he didn't play last game. But that was last week's starting up. So what has helped this team very well is, one, the play of Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns. Now, Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns are able to coexist now, and they're not able to coexist in a way that is symmetrically perfect, but they're able to coexist in a way that allows this to actually play good. Now, Rudy Gobert, whether you like it or not, is still a defensive player of the year type level defense, as Rudy Gobert this season has been playing excellent defense, and that in turn causes Minnesota offense to run. He's the anchor to the defense that causes the offense engine to start up, not to run, but to start up. So his defense is game changing for this team, and it's going to work. That's something that last season we thought would actually help this team out, which it was trying to, but Karl Anthony Towns also trying to play his game in the paint, and it mixes the two up as well. But they know their side, they know how to play, and they're able to coexist. Now, also, two key players on this team that is not talked about is Jaden McDaniels and Naz Reid. They're two amazing role players for this team, as Jaden McDaniels is starting and Naz Reid off the bench. Every team needs a Naz Reid. Naz Reid is an excellent power forward to come off the bench for this team, and Jaden McDaniels is a very good switchable defender for the Minnesota Timberwolves. So this team has been very scary this year, as nobody expected this team to really coexist like happened. So them being 22-6 after recording this video, them being 22-6 before they play the Thunder tonight, they haven't played the game yet. So this Minnesota Timberwolves team, I don't expect them to finish as the first seed, as the Denver Nuggets are picking up some steam right now. But they're a very contending team in the NBA playoffs, and they have been very quiet and very underrated because people didn't expect them to go on this run. That's one, and two, people are already paying attention to Timberwolves games. As Anthony Edwards, I recommend you should watch him, as I like watching Anthony Edwards. He's very good, and the only thing he needs to work on is his defense. That's anything, but he's a very good cornerstone for his team. He's also he's a good playmaker. He's able to get to his spots. He knows how to drive. He knows how to do certain things. He knows how to create his own shots. His defense is a little bit lackluster. He needs to work on his defense a little bit, but his defense is getting there, and he's still a young player. So him able to carry this team to this type of seed, this far in the NBA season, and that young of an age, is a very good thing for the Timberwolves team. So it's very sad to see that Karl-Anthony Towns has now digressed into a second option role, but a better player just has came up and is better than Karl-Anthony Towns. So I believe that Anthony Edwards is the future of the Timberwolves, and this Timberwolves team can finish somewhere between the 4th and the 5th and the 1st seed. I believe they can be a top 3 seed in the NBA, and they're a very underrated team and very scary team going into the NBA playoffs.